Hi, this is May's Design Corner, and I am doing a collab called Sweets and Treats, and it's an open collaboration, and it's hosted by Sandy Lynn's Home and Garden, the Grace Life DIY Home Decor, Jennifer at Home, Dream with Caroline, and myself, May's Design Corner, and it's for December the 10th at 7 p.m. And it says Christmas cheer. So I'm going to be cheering on my Christmas cookies that I normally make for my grandkids and my children. So I'm going to show you some of my recipes that I use to make these cookies, and they will be a Christmas cheer in your home. You know, I'm a faux food. I like to make fake food, but I am a baker by nature anyway. I like to cook and bake. So I will be showing you some of my recipes that I cook and bake myself. Again, this is Sweets and Treats open collaboration hosted by Sandy Lynn's Home and Garden, the Grace Life DIY Home Decor, Jennifer at Home, Dream with Caroline, and me, May's Design Corner. All right, y'all, let's get the baking. Well, I got my bowl here, and I got a little flour in the bottom of my bowl. And I guess you said, how you going to make cookies like that? Well, that's the way I start off. And let me give you a little hint. I do that so when I put my oil or grease or butter in, that it won't stick too bad. It's just a habit that I do. I'm sorry. I can't explain it. And I also use butter flavor Crisco. This is my go-to for everything. Cornbread, biscuits, muffins, Crisco butter flavor is my go-to. I hope that you all are having a blessed night, blessed day, whatever time you're looking at this. I'm going to put about 1/4 cup of butter flavored Crisco in here. Well, let's make it a half a cup. And I'm sorry I don't measure because we never have measured. I try to measure, but it doesn't come out right, okay? So what I'm going to do is mash this up with that little flour I got in there. Just mash it up a little bit. And then I'm going to put my sugar in. I don't use a lot of sugar either. And I don't measure nothing, so you're going to have to watch me. This is the top of my sugar. And this is how I'm going to do this, okay? Let me, and I usually use confectioner's sugar. I don't like to use granulated sugar too much. I use confectioner's sugar because I think I don't know, it's just every baker has a hit. So this is about what I'm putting in there with that. Okay. And I'm gonna say it's about I wanna say a half a cup of sugar. And I'm gonna beat this around like this. I'm going to mix that butter flavored Crisco up and that sugar like this. Okay. I don't make really sweet cookies because I am a diabetic, borderline, and I'm trying not to get full blown. And I'm trying to do what I'm supposed to do. Okay, now I got that there, so let me go. And I'm going to put another half cup. Because, see, this is going to be, I'm going to make several different cookies out of one batch. Okay, so now that's my whole cup of sugar right there. And a half a cup of butter flavored Crisco. Okay. Here you go right here. And I'm mixing it up really well. Okay. I hope everyone's doing good today, and I hope that during the day, sometime during the day, that you prayed. Because y'all, prayer is so important. Prayer is really, really important. And let me tell you something, prayer changes things. I have 1 egg. And yes, I did hit it on the counter. My counter is clean. So yes, I did hit that egg on the counter. And I'm stirring it in here. 1 egg. See how that looks right there? See how fluffy it is, and I'm doing it by hand. You don't need a mixer for this. You really don't. Okay, now I have this in a measuring cup, and it comes out to 1 cup of flour. So I'm going to use a 1/2 cup of flour. Get it down to a 1/2 cup of flour. Okay, put that there, and I'm going to put this, mix this together. This is going to be a mix that you can use. It's just one plain mix that you can use for all your cookies. Anything that you make cookie-wise, you can use this mix. See how that is turning out? Okay. There you go. And then I'm going to put the other half in there. So that's 1 cup of flour. And I use self-rising flour. A lot of people don't like self-rising flour, but that's what everybody has their own preference. So I use self-rising flour. This is going to make all your cookie recipes. Okay. I'm going to stir that up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got my whole cup of flour in there just like that. And I'm stirring it around. Now I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of water, preferably cold water, not hot water, but cold water. And I'm going to stir it around and get my mixture in like this. Now, a lot of people put their brown sugar in when they put the white sugar in, but I wait until I get to this level and I add in brown sugar to my liking. Usually I use anywhere from 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup. But see, I already got a whole cup of white sugar in here, so I'm just using 1/4 cup of brown sugar just to give it a little color. And if you have some molasses will put color in your cookies as well, but it has such a distinct taste. Some people don't like molasses in their cookies, unless you was like when I came up, that's all we had to sweeten stuff with was molasses. And I like for my brown sugar to be like this. See, look, got little chunks in it, make it look like it. So when you bite your cookie, you'll get a chance to taste the brown sugar. Okay, so now I'm going to add my vanilla. And I'm going to put 1, 2 tops of vanilla because I really like to taste what I'm cooking, okay? There you go. And then I like the Spanish vanilla. For some reason, it has such a good taste to it. That Spanish vanilla. There you go. Now this is my base right here for all of my cookies. This is it right here. And this is what it looks like. Now I'm going to put all this to the side. And I'm going to show you how I do all my different cookies just from that one base. I'm going to make oatmeal raisin in here from this base. I'm going to take a little of my base and put it in here. And I'm going to take me some oatmeal. I got some quick, it's a minute oatmeal from the Dollar Tree. And yes, I use Dollar Tree products. And I'm going to put some oatmeal in here. And I'm going to stir this up, stir this around. And with the oatmeal, I'm going to put in some cinnamon. And that'll be about a teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay. And you see how I'm doing this? This is going to be my oatmeal cookie. I use it from one base. One base. Okay. And then I'm adding some raisins. And I love raisins in my oatmeal, y'all. You might say, oh, that's too many raisins. I love raisins in my oatmeal. So that's what that looks like. And I'm going to take my water and my spoon and do 1, 2, 3 in my oatmeal raisin cookies, okay? All right. I'm going to keep mixing this and I'll be back. I took a little of my base and I'm going to add some peanut butter to it. I'm going to add some peanut butter to my base. And you can make more than just that amount. I'm just making that amount because I want to show you how I do my cookies. And yes, I might not do it the way that everyone normally does it, but that's the way I cook. Been doing it for years, and it always turns out delicious. So I use Jif, but I use Dollar Tree brand. Whatever peanut butter is available, that's what I will use. I'm not a funny person when it comes to that. Whatever you can afford. Because when I was bringing up my kids, we had to use whatever we could afford. But I made sure it tasted really, really well. That's why I like to make full foods, because I really cooked for the church and for my family as well. My husband always had a full course meal after each service in church. That includes desserts and all. So our girls learned how to cook as well because we all had to pitch in and help. So now I got oatmeal raisin and peanut butter. Now I'm going to go away again and load it up. This is the pan. I already have it ready that I'm going to bake my cookies on. My oven is already preheated to 400 degrees. So I'm going to spray my pan. I'm going to put it up here. And I'm going to take my oatmeal raisin cookies with the spoon. And I'm going to form it with my hand like this. And drop it on. Form it and drop it. Spoonful, form, and drop. Spoonful, form, and drop. Spoonful. And this is how I taught our children to do. And don't think because we're teaching cooking that the boys get left out. No, in our house, the boys had to learn as well. Because if you get married and your wife is sick, who's going to do the cooking? And she's sick. So they had to learn how to cook as well. So I got those on that sheet. My husband wanted to make sure that they knew how to take care of household as well as their wife. Now here's the peanut butter ones. We're going to put them here, same thing. And they're going to spread out. So I'm making these pretty big because they're going to spread out. These are the peanut butter. Peanut butter. And I'm making a real big peanut butter because I love peanut butter cookies. So I'm going to make that one real big. And clean this off the spoon. And put that there. And put this one here. And I'm going to put these in the oven and we'll be right back and close this out. The cookie dough that you have left over, I usually spray me a piece of parchment paper. Years ago, it was not parchment paper, but wax paper. And I take my leftover dough and I put it on the parchment paper like this. After I've sprayed it and put it there. And then I would spray the cookie dough again. And I would roll my paper over like this. Roll it over again. Unroll it. Because you have the oil on it, it's going to roll up like a log. See? And what you're going to do, you're going to keep shaping it and rolling it like this. Keep shaping it and roll it and roll it and roll it. And you're going to shape it out. And when you shape it out, twist the ends together like this. And place it in a freezer bag. Like this. And there you have some cookie dough that you can take out thaw it out, and make cookies with it. So I put this in. Make sure it's in there real good, and make sure all the air is out of the bag, and there you go. Some excess cookie dough that make beautiful cookies. You can thaw this out, add peanut butter to it, add oatmeal to it, add chocolate chips to it, add whatever you want to add to it to make more cookies. When your peanut butter cookies are in the oven and they look like this, you can add peanut butter cup to it, push it in the middle while it is not fully cooked. Put it back in the oven again and let it finish off. And you will have the best cookies this side of heaven. Okay, so the next time that I pull you over, we will be looking at the finished product. And I'm sorry about the long video, but I want to share with you one way that I make multiple cookies out of one batch. Be right back. Okay, now here are my oatmeal raisin cookies and my peanut butter cookies with a peanut butter cup in them as well. So this is what my sweets and treats look like. I like to thank Anna of the Grace Life DIY. I like to thank Sandy Lynn, Jennifer at Home, Dream with Caroline. And I'd like to thank you all so very much for having this beautiful collab. And these are my sweets and treats for Christmas. This is May's Design Corner saying, don't forget to pray and don't forget to let God know that we know He is in large and in charge. Have a blessed and happy day. May's Design Corner saying, do. And prayer really works, y'all. Really, really, really works. Do. Sweets and treats.